talk about all of the food issues that are in the news today. We're going to start with one that's kind of related to something we've talked about a lot. We're going to talk about really trendy foods that include superfoods, but they're not always the best choice for you calorically, right? This is sort of what we're talking about.
It's infuriating to me because people think they're doing the right thing.
That's right.
And actually doing the wrong thing. So we put this in the food investigation category, which is the single biggest challenge we all have. Gluten-free, good or bad, you know, if you adulterate food, it's generally not good for you. So let's take some examples. So I don't know about you, but I've been hearing a lot about poke bowls. These poke bowls are so
especially
tasty.
if you're in a big city. These are very, very trendy poke restaurants where you go, you get fish, raw fish tossed with sauces.
Yeah, and you can get all kinds of fun stuff in there. And again, a superfood is a food that has so many nutrients in it, you want to celebrate it. But sometimes nutrients come with calories. In the case of a poke bowl, it's roughly the same about having 4, and notice, by the way, a quarter. 4 1/4, don't lose the quarter.
Chocolate-covered donuts.
Exactly. So you
That's the same amount of calories as that poke bowl.
820. There you have it.
Right?
So I don't care how many nutrients are in there. If you're eating half your calories a day in a bowl like this.
Exactly.
Because on the bottom of this, just to pour it out, you have a lot of rice.
It's mostly rice and a little bit of poke up to the top.
Yeah.
You got to poke around a lot to find the poke.
Thus the name poke bowl. All right. Another great example. Acai berry.
This one blew my mind.
Now, I remember years ago when I first started doing television, I did a show with Oprah.
Yep.
We had both been working with her, and I put acai berry on the map. And I thought it was pretty cool because you eat the berry by itself, it's got a lot of nutrients. These days, you make these acai bowls, and you put a little bit of acai in there, that's this red stuff here, and a lot of other stuff.
This little tiny thing over here, these little itty-bitty things over to the side, they look like red Rice Krispies.
Yep.
That's the berries. The rest of this, not the berries.
Not the berries, but you call it that, and you can give them the equivalent of 3.5
slices
pizzas.
of pizza.
Almost 1,000 calories.
Look, you could either have this bowl of porridge with the 3 berries for 1,000 calories or basically half a pizza.
Yeah, you can mix them together, right?
Oh!
And you don't want that, I don't think, without realizing it. But this is the one, this is the one you want to, we'll get into ooh in a second. But this is the one I want you all to remember. Americans love salads because you've been talking about them for years and people get the message. However.
Right, but salads and wraps alike, wraps too.
Wraps, biggest culprit. You get a creamy
Show
dressing
them
on there.
Power.
That is 740 calories, which is the same as 3 burgers.
3 hamburgers.
So I look at these and I say to myself, is this a favor to your body? And I'd rather you take your money and buy real superfoods, which generally are fresh fruits and vegetables, without adulterating with all this good stuff.
That's right.
Make your own dressing.
Or dress your own salads, lemon juice, lots of acid, good olive oil, good healthy fats like avocado.